Hi guys, and welcome to class. Today we will be talking about a CrossFit specific problem, which means that I see this more in CrossFitters than I do in weightlifters. And this is due to the differences in the competition rules. Now, even if you don't need to make these corrections to make a rep in CrossFit, they will still make your lifting more efficient and stable. The problem we are talking about is this mismatched rhythm between your legs and your arms in the catch of your power snatch or your power clean. So basically it will look like this. In the snatch, so you see our legs come into the receiving position, but our arms are still on the way. Same thing for the clean. Come to the catch or the receiving position, legs are ready, arms are still on the way. Now you might have already noticed that this is also the reason why we don't see this that much on weightlifters, because there was a press out and a double turn. Both of those would be failed attempts in a weightlifting competition. This problem mostly occurs when you do barbell cycling, or on the other hand, you might develop this problem through barbell cycling. Now, it might be a tricky problem to figure out, to find, because when you do barbell cycling, you don't have that much weight on the bar, so you don't get a very strict feedback from the bar. And also you're moving fast from one rep to the other, so there's no time to reflect in between about your mistakes in the past lift and then trying to fix it in the next one. So to get to the core of things, just gonna move into a broomstick, easier to explain. All right, so basically the idea with all the lifts, what we want to happen is that we are gonna generate force. We're gonna drive against the floor with our legs and all the way through to our body. So this leg drive all the way through the body, the torso, will create the momentum we need on the bar. Now, the job of the arms is then to keep the momentum going, to keep it up through the pull. Now, when this happens, that your legs come to a halt, but your arms aren't ready yet, it means that you lost that momentum, you quit pulling too soon. Now, it might not, or it will not, kill your barbell cycling. It'll just make it harder than it needs to be, slower than it needs to be, burning your arms out faster than you need to be. But it's not going to make you fail those reps, right? But the problem is that if you get too used to this rhythm, then it easily starts to transfer into your bigger power snatches and power cleans, and also into your full lifts. Now, if this loss of momentum, this loss of pull also transfers into your full lifts, then we are in trouble. Problems that will occur at not finishing that pull correctly, well, there's the press out, for example. The bar might crash into your catch. You might miss your lifts to the front, and due to all of these things that will make going under uncomfortable and uncertain, it's very easy for you to create a phobia of going under the bar. In the clean, problems that you might run into are, well, there's a double turn that we discussed, but also it's probably gonna make you lose your posture, as the bar is a little bit here in front of the body instead of right in the rack. It's gonna keep pulling you out of posture. It's gonna easily crash on you. It's gonna sit you down in the hole and make coming back up much heavier. All right, so there was a list of problems. Now let's look at what we can do about them. The solution is very simple. We're going to do halted catch in the power lift. We're going to look at the power snatch first. Now, when you go into this exercise, the first thing you need to do is go in a calm rhythm. If you go too fast or you put too much power into it, it's going to be very difficult to halt at the catch in the first place. When you are at the halt, you're going to get feedback from the bar, whether your arms and legs came to a simultaneous halt, where the bar is in the front, if your arms are still bent, because all of these positions are going to feel very heavy as you stay in the halt. So you're going to get that automatic feedback. You don't have to keep thinking about what you need to correct. You will feel it. Now, I want you to do like very clear halts, like 2 seconds maybe, because just doing that halt might be surprisingly difficult. All right, so here we go. Just to keep things simple, start from whatever hang is the most comfortable for you. All right, so here we go. Drive and halt. 1, 2, up. Drive and halt. 1, 2, up. Now, if the bar goes to the front, your arms are bent, or there's a mismatch in the rhythm, you will definitely get a feedback from the bar. If that happens, let's say your arms stay bent, then find a comfortable position first, and then do your 2 seconds. 1, 2, and up. So you get this physical reference of position that you want to get yourself into. Now keep working on that until you have a good halt from different heights, from hang and from the floor. If you are having trouble going under, then you might continue your way lower from here, going with the halts, halting lower and lower and lower, bit by bit. When it starts to feel comfortable in the catch, all you need to do is allow yourself to catch it a little lower, halt a little lower, and then go bit by bit. The key thing is to have a nice solid catch. With the snatch, you can halt all the way into the bottom if you want to. Now, with the clean, it's a little bit trickier. You need to pay a bit more attention because you're not going to get the feedback from the bar is not going to be so delicate as it is in the snatch. Because in the clean, your point of balance is going to be lower, and also the bar is going to be over your body instead of high in your arms. So it's going to forgive you for a little bit of mistakes. Now, when you do the halted power cleans, pay attention to your posture. So when you come into the halt, or when you are at the halt, again, you want to see your legs and your arms stop simultaneously. But you also want to make sure that the bar is far up in the rack. Now with the clean, you might be able to correct the situation by lifting your elbows up while the bar is still a little bit too much to the front. So make sure that when you bring your elbows down, the bar doesn't slide off. So bring it high enough. You can move your elbows and the bar is still safely and securely in the rack. These are exercises that you can practice on just with the barbell or keep adding weight. It probably will get even a little bit easier if you add a little bit of weight on it. So, separate your cycling from your big lifts by learning to hold in the catch of your power snatch and your power clean, and see how that affects your technique. Try it out. Hope it helps.